Hey guys, today's video is going to be a story time. I was in a car accident about 2 months ago and I decided why not make a video of it. I made a small 2-minute video on Snapchat. So if you follow me on Snapchat, you probably have already seen this story. But I decided to lengthen the story up and kind of give more into detail what happened to me on that day. But first, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I am posting weekly now. I am figuring out my days still. I'm figuring out what days people start watching more and whatnot. So I'm still figuring that out, but I am posting weekly. So don't worry about that. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I can kind of know if these are the videos y'all like to see or if y'all want to see something else. It kind of helps me to figure out what I should and should not film. Don't forget to click that notification bell so you can get notified anytime I post. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. I usually post things there and keep track of when I post on here, just because I know the bell sometimes doesn't even work. So if you follow me on social media, you'll get it right away also. And let's get right to it. All right, guys. First and foremost, I know I have a very dramatic eye look. I decided to play with color today, and I said, why not film with this very blue-ish look? So here I am. I'm not going anywhere special. I was just playing with makeup. Just throwing that out there. All right, so to the story. This happened in December, the beginning of December, this accident of mine. This was either Monday or Wednesday. I'm not really sure. Can't remember which day it was. But on those days, I take my son to his soccer practice. Now, his soccer practices are literally like 5 minutes from our home, so I don't really leave too early because they start at a certain time, so I kind of maybe take about 20 minutes prior to get there, so give him 20 minutes to be there, warm up, whatnot. So this day, I don't know why we were running late, but we had something going on and we were running late. I think he forgot something or whatnot, so we had to return. And so we were running late to his practice already, so I was somewhat in a rush. Let me kind of give you an idea of how it looks around the area that I was in. So his facility, like the facility he practices at, is literally surrounded by a neighborhood and by apartments. So it's literally in the suburbs. And near it, like the only open area around it is kind of like a walkway that people basically take their walks around that neighborhood. You even see kids coming from the school during that trail or right by that trail. So there's not really any like grassy area. The only grassy area is obviously the facility where the practice is held. That's a lot of grassy area, but there's people there all the time. So you usually don't see anything unusual around there. Okay, that's the setting that I literally drive through Monday through Wednesday for about a couple of years. I think about 2 years already, or a year or two. I don't know, but I've been driving there for a bit. So we're running late. I'm driving. I feel very confident in how I drive. I haven't gotten into an accident. So I was like, I'm a good driver. For me, from my perspective, I felt like I was a good driver. So I'm driving, everything. My kid's putting on his stuff. He's sitting with me. We're jamming out. We're listening to music. Doing car things. We take the turn into going that way or going towards like the fields. And we're passing the apartments. And right there where I said that there was like a walkway, all of a sudden I'm like driving and then I hit something. Like, mind you, I'm like in shock because I didn't see anybody, like a person, and I didn't hit a car because there was not a car in front of me. I was by myself. There was a car next to me, but I didn't like swerve that way. I know I didn't. I'm driving. I know what I'm doing. Like, it's like when things happen, it's like your mind goes blank. Well, mine does. And so but I knew everything was okay because I didn't do anything unusual. And to be honest with y'all, I was literally not even 30 seconds away from turning into the facility. So this is like a shocker all around to me. Well, when I brake my car and like put it on park and like kind of realized what happened, because I didn't know what happened, nothing flipped up or nothing hit my windshield. So I didn't know what I hit. I just knew I hit something, and I hit something hard. So I'm freaking out now. I'm like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know. Like, I'm just like freaking out. So I step out of my car and I look back and I hit a deer. A deer in the middle of the fucking suburbs. Like, there's no sign that there's deer crossing here. And like, I don't even know where this thing came from. Like, I'm in complete, like, what? Like, I'm confused. I'm freaked out. My car's messed up. This deer's in the middle of the road. It's not moving. I don't want to get too close in case it pops up. And I don't know what's going on. There's a car next to me. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I didn't see it. I was like, you and me both. If I saw it, I would brake, but I didn't see it. So here we are. I don't know. The scenario is, if I would have saw it, would it have been a better outcome for me, or would it still been worse? I don't know. You can't do what ifs and what could have. So I'm just in shock. And then there's a lady behind me that was far enough that she didn't get affected by the deer going back. Like, mind you, I don't even know how the hit happened. It's super weird altogether how this hit went about. Anyway, I'm freaking out. I'm calling people like, what do I do? I just hit a deer. And everyone's like, what? I thought you were taking your son to practice. And I'm like, yeah, and I hit a deer on the way there. Now everyone's confused too. Like, how did you hit a deer? You and me both. You and me both. I don't know. I would be the one. Just me. The only one that comes through the whole neighborhood, and I'm the one that hits it. Good to know. So I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. Obviously, I'm not swapping insurance with this thing. I'm going to have to pay for this. My heart sinks. My kid's in the car. He's okay. I'm asking him, do you want to go to practice? Do you feel okay? I mean, that's how much the hit wasn't as a big impact to our vehicle as it should have been. He was like, I'm fine. So I leave the deer there. I mean, I'm not going to strap it onto my car and like, let's go away with it. That's just not happening. So I pull in, park my car, call the police station. I'm like, hey, by the way, there's a deer in the middle of the road. Like, I don't know what to do about this, And so they send someone over. I walk back while my kid goes to practice. So I'm walking back, and the deer somehow is put up onto like the grassy middle area between the roads where the trees are at. And I don't know how that happened, because I literally took like maybe 2 minutes to park my car, figure out if my kid's okay, and then walk over. In total, that was like 3 minutes. So someone literally stopped their car, picked up the deer, and said, all right, let's drive. And first of all, I don't even know how you picked that thing up. I don't even know how heavy it was. I don't even know why you touched it. It had to be someone that's dealt with deers before, because that I would not have touched it. Either way, I am walking. There's a dad and a daughter walking in front of me. I'm assuming they saw the accident because they're walking towards the deer. I'm walking towards the deer to see like what happened to it, or did it move by itself? But it didn't. Someone moved it. I'm looking to see, there's no blood on my vehicle. There's no blood on the deer. I do have hair, and that was it. So I'm checking out to see what's going on with the deer, and waiting for the cops, because they did say like, where is it at? I was like, man, I don't even know my streets. Like, I know where I'm at. And I kind of gave them a gist of what I kind of explained to y'all. It's kind of what I explained to them. And so they pulling up, saw my car, went over there or whatever. But anyway, I'm standing there with this dad and daughter, and I felt awkward as hell because I'm the one that hit this thing. These people are just like examining, like, oh, this is so cool. I don't know. This little girl was all over this thing. I'm like, should you be letting your daughter see this? I mean, me personally, I'm not going to take my kids like, oh, look, there's roadkill. Let's go check out to see what's going on with it. That's me personally. Everyone to their own likings. Obviously, this dad was completely okay with this little girl, you know, seeing the deer in this condition. So she's walking over and she's like, oh my God, it lost its eye. First of all, I didn't even know that it lost its eye because I wasn't that close to it. I freaked out when I saw it. And then for someone to yell out, oh, by the way, he lost an eye. I'm thinking now, where the hell is the eye? Where did the eye go? Did it pop in him? Did it pop out? Is there an eye somewhere around this road that someone squished? I don't know what happened to that eye. Never found that eye. Just telling you, if I would have, freaked the fuck out. That's all I'm just saying. Because, I mean, who wouldn't when they would see an eye out? Me personally, but anyway. So the little girl's basically describing what she's seen, how's this condition, and I'm just like, can you stop? I'm freaking out just seeing the thing. I'm not even close because for some odd reason, I feel like this thing is going to pop up. This little girl's giving me all the deeds. I don't want to know about them. I'm awkwardly standing next to them because I hit the thing. I don't know if they're paying attention to me. And then there's more people coming. I swear it's like people never seen something before. There's people actually taking photos. There's people actually like just looking at it. And I'm just like, why are y'all doing this? Like, A, what are you going to even do with these photos? B, like, this is an animal that passed. My bad. That was on me. But y'all are just like, wow about it. And it's freaking me out. So there's people describing like what's going on. I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to look at this thing. Can these cops like take it? But I do end up getting close enough to see that I ended up just hitting it in its head. That's why there was no blood, because I didn't hit it in its body. It was all a head shot, to be honest with you. I don't know how it did not damage any more on my car. I don't remember riding over it. So basically it just damaged the front of my car, like the hood and everything. And it popped up the front. I don't know. I'll insert some photos so I can kind of see what I'm talking about. And so that's what happened to my vehicle. I was okay. My kid was okay. The deer obviously was not okay. But I only hit it in the head, and it didn't mess up the side of my car, nor the back, nor the bottom. I don't know how the heck it was the hit. I don't know how the heck it spinned. I don't know anything. I just know I hit the thing, didn't see it. I'm shocked that it even happened. It was just one of those things that was just bad timing. I was running late. I don't even know where it came from. It just ran in front of my car. Luckily, I didn't swerve or anything because it could have been more damage to myself, my kid, my car, anyone around me, basically. So I took on the hit full on. I am just like in shock. Like, even talking about it still, and it happened 2 months ago, it's just like, is this like is this real life? Like, what? I feel like I'm so careful about things, but you really have to look where you're driving regardless of where you are. Like, animals are everywhere, and randomly deers can just pop up anywhere. This is not a common area to where you would think one is running around. There's not really an open area for it to be around. It obviously came from somewhere either far, or I'm not sure, but it was just not a place for it to be, period. And I felt completely horrible, but I mean, I didn't mean to. I would have avoided a lot if I didn't hit that. I'm just saying, it's a lot going on. So, it's just crazy. I thought that'd be an awesome, like, just like a wow moment to kind of like make people think like, oh, this is weird. This could really happen to anybody. But no, it happened to me, just saying. Anyway, hopefully y'all enjoy this video. I know this one's different. If y'all like more story times, I have some weird things just happen to me here and there sometimes, so I can share any of those stories. And I'll see you on my next video.